Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I've heard the maps for competitive are kind of dog, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. To be fair, they only have a few maps in, and of the few, I think only one is competitive. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I can do. You good, CeeJ?
So we can talk about that on the COD.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound like you're mountain biking.
Mountain biking?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I keep hearing like you're going through trees or some shit. I don't know.
Who dares defy me?
They are the villains. Ordinary people on the wrong side of justice.
Oh, yes, I was groomed to be an astronaut. And then the monkey. The monkey took my rightful place!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Villains Only Episode 10. Yeah, Breach is back on the podcast. He wasn't here last week, but he is here now. And, yeah, we're going to talk about the beta. I don't know, we can briefly touch on the fact we switched logos. There's really not anything to talk about there. We just did it, so it's not like wasn't like a real process or anything. So yeah. I assume Breach is gonna get to play the next beta, from what I understand. But
Yep.
Right now he's just gonna be listening kind of to us and give his thoughts. Hopefully we don't disappoint him or anything. But yeah, personally I think the beta is pretty a good sign at the very least. The maps they have in weren't the best, in my opinion, for what we want, but that's just kind of a competitive thing. Estate's way too big. I don't know if you've seen that map, but it is massive. It's just like, I mean, there's a good map in there somewhere, but there's just too many like side sections that just don't need to be there. I mean,
I've seen all the maps and the layouts. It's just kind of, I mean, Estate looks broken. Estate looks like, kind of reminds me of no, it doesn't really remind me of it, but in a way, it's kind of like El Asilo.
Yeah.
It's just too fucking big to be anything. Which this is from a competitive standpoint. As a just a casual game standpoint, it doesn't look like a bad, terrible map like to just play around and have fun on.
Yeah.
So
if you have your shot up, if you have a good shot, it's not terrible. It's just a lot of long range bullshit.
I kind of think of like an arc lock for it. Because like with LCL, you kind of have like semi free lane.
That's true.
But with arc lock, you know, it's kind of very spread out and it's wider.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, there's elements that kind of remind me of like a Gavatu, where there's like places in the map that in competitive we never really went to because it was just like off the main path. But on this, I feel like there's too much of that for it to even be considered. And then you got Skid Row, which I think is probably the only one we could probably play comp. It's a little goofy as far as lanes go, but as the size and as like HP playthrough, it didn't seem to play that bad in my opinion. I thought it was doable in a 4v4 setting. S&D, I don't know, but we'll see.
I did watch some Scump gameplay and some streamers gameplay and COD Pro and COD Pros just to see their thoughts on it. And I don't know. It's too early to tell, obviously, because these maps are so old, so and the movement's different, so it's really too early to tell. People thought Favela would be it, but from looking, I don't think so.
God.
Yeah, I don't think Favela wouldn't work at all. And obviously Rust won't work.
Yeah, I mean, the rooftops for Favela it's just too much going on.
Yeah.
There's like a chance, I see an S&D chance, like a really slim one if every other map plays like garbage. But I think Favela's like a last shot. Like you said, Rust isn't one. Estate's a definite no. So like, I guess if we needed it for something, but I don't see it being viable. Like I said, Skid Row is kind of the only one where I'm like, I could see it. And like,
I did see.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna but I did see Cell say something along the lines of about it. He's like, he could see this viable. He's like, it just but I said Cell kind of mumbled. I couldn't even tell what he was saying in the video. So
yeah,
like, he kind of mumbled it, and I was like, yeah, I think this is a game. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's kind of what he
does. For the high ground. Like that's what I want to be.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, obviously it's too early to tell, but like people are ecstatic about it. People seem ecstatic about the game. I mean, I guess you can't knock it, but like I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that great of a game. I just think it's going to be a great game to the fact that it's better than what we had.
Yeah,
that's just my personal opinion, and I think that's good enough, honestly, at this point.
Right.
Because I mean, people got to remember this game is not going to be so different just out of the fact that it was supposed to be a DLC in the first place. Everybody hated MW2 with a passion that, and maybe they probably did see an opportunity to make some money too. So kind of work out for them. But
I don't know. In my opinion, I think the movement system was in gunplay system. They did enough for me to be like, okay, almost like it's worth the change. Opposed to a DLC. I think for some reason the gun sounds are really crisp. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do appreciate that. It's a little less boring at the very least. Like the headshot sound, I was like, "Whoa, that's nice." Snipers are goofy. There's a good chance we don't have snipers in comp this year. They just seem a little OP.
I did see that.
I picked one up and I was like, yeah, no shot with this thing. I mean, it's pretty much just like a normal gun with a sniper scope on it that kills you instantly. So,
I mean, maybe if the right attachments where it can like slow down the fucking the aim in, but
they could add a different sniper gun too. I mean, it is just a beta. They only have like one or two in right now.
If it's slow, because that's the only reason snipers worked in MW19 was because it was so slow. Like well, I mean, there were attachments to make it faster, obviously, but like you had to have the right attachments to play on it, to use it. So it was without the other attachments, it was just so slow that you could do it. You could do it and get away with it because the snipers were just one hit, one shot, pretty much. As long as you hit them, pretty much you're pretty much dead. So, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there's viable, but I mean, I see your point though. Unless there's something like that, then it's probably not going to be just too OP. Kind of like not Vanguard.
Very too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
when Cold War, sorry.
Cold War, yeah.
Cold War. All right, that's what I was trying to get. I was not Vanguard.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Vanguard sniping just wasn't very helpful. Compared to this game had a little more this last game. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you are switching over to AR, I think you'll be having a good time because I enjoyed the gun. The SMG's fine. I don't know which one they're gonna pick for the meta yet. It's like you said, pretty early. They usually tune them after the beta. Like they're gonna nerf some, they're gonna buff some. So, like last year, the Lockman was like, oh, the Lockman, and then it sucked when it launched. So
Yeah.
we'll see on that. But overall, I thought the AR was a little more consistent than the SMG, just as a whole. There's still like no
That
recoil.
can be bad. That can be bad for ARs though.
Yeah, they'll take our guns away. That's what they do.
ARs. The only reason I will agree that like an overpowered AR is so much more useful than an overpowered SMG.
Is it?
And it is like, because if you can shoot up close range with an AR, you can do everything.
It's not like that though. I think this AR is like, if I run into an SMG player with this AR, the SMG player is still gonna win up close. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just the SMG isn't as it doesn't feel as easy to move with as like guns in the past. Mm-hmm. It feels very stiff. I think if they fix that in like the gunplay part of it, honestly, they'll be pretty balanced. The gun itself shoots fine, in my opinion. I just think how it moves through the map, it feels really clunky to me. But
okay, I see what I see what you're saying now. So it's more of how you have to move with it more than just
the gun
moving
itself,
with it.
right? Because for the AR, it doesn't bother me because that's how you move with an AR. But for the SMG, it feels like, what is this? Like, I don't know. Especially when you're comparing the movement itself to like MW19. But MW19 SMG movement felt so much cleaner than this. So, like I said, it's a beta. They'll fix some stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't open back up till Thursday, I think. So.
To be fair, the MP5 in 2019 was absolute godlike.
Yeah. That gun's nice.
That gun was fucking nice. Even in comp, I mean, that game was terrible for comp, but in comp play,
oh man.
Actually, to be fair, the M4 was still nice too. In gunplay, but
I prefer it, honestly.
I like when both guns are nice, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't mind both guns being pretty solid. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's just when one sucks and the other one's like OP, it just gets frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm okay with both of them sucking. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, like as long as they both are the same, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I agree.
I don't know how you guys feel about MW2's meta, but I don't know. I always like the Vaz kind of feels. Maybe it's just later in the game, but it still feels like it's a more consistent gun than when I run the TAC. I don't know. Like I said, that might just be me, but I think I think it's better than the M4 to Vaz meta, but still.
You guys
definitely is, because that M4 was something else.
For sure.
The TAC, I mean, I think the meta. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. As good as it can be, I think the meta was close though. I think the Vaz was better.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Vaz was better, but I think most of the time when it comes to meta and comp play, there's always going to be one gun.
Yeah,
a little bit better. I mean,
it wasn't egregious or anything.
At the end of the day, it was close enough, because I remember competitive at the first year when I was playing, bro. Let me tell you what, I literally was the hill bitch. Like, that's all I did, because there was 3 M4s, and I was just sitting with my little Vaz. I would just peer around the corner. Like, the only hills I was good for was like fucking P4 fucking Fortress or some tight hill like that. Like, and like I just lay on the fucking hill, like.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't mind that because we were doing decent, but still, like, the fucking, like, that meta was fucking broken. Those M4s, buddy, I peaked and I fucking got melted.
Yeah.
It was fucking outrageous.
What was I thinking? There really isn't much to talk about. Like we said, competitive-wise for the beta. But, like, as a whole, I think...
No new roster.
I think a lot... Yeah, no new rosters either. I think a lot of what we asked for and wanted is kind of been fixed, or at the very least in a better place. It may not be perfect, but I'm happy with what they changed, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to this year way more than last year. I think it's safe to say.
At this point, any kind of improvement is good improvement.
Right.
It's, you know, we got Red Dot back. The footsteps doesn't, at least within the PlayStation. I don't know how it's going to end up turning out with PC.
We'll see. We'll see Friday.
It doesn't seem as bad.
Mm-hmm.
And just how like the game feels as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It
takes an adjustment, but I think it can work out.
Oh yeah.
I think every COD takes a little adjustment. I mean, it's always.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's the same game with different maps, it's always going to be a little adjustment. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
At least for these newer CODs, are a little dust at best. So,
but every developer also has his own feel as far as like the movement. And
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Who even? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be stupid. I didn't even know who developed that. I was like,
but it doesn't feel like a Sledgehammer game though.
It feels like Sledgehammer adjusted a IW game, and that's kind of what it is. So it makes sense.
Well, that's what it was supposed to be. I mean, they like I said, they originally thought it was going to be a DLC, and then now it's just they just saw the potential to not screw up COD forever, and
right.
They saw potential to make money as well, so they took it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. As long as it's not MW2 again, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird with the Vanguard sites in like a Modern Warfare. I was telling CeeJ that it's like the same sites are in this game, which I actually like the I don't remember what it's called, the one we use for the automaton. I think that's probably what we'll use again this year for ARs. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, the slate reflector or something like that.
It's clean.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I personally like the MK23. With the kind of like how the ELO was.
Yeah,
like
I was
in
gonna say the
BO4.
ELO looking one. Yeah, it's a little slower. It's slower aiming. If you use it, it's a slower aiming than the slate, which is why I switched. But yeah, I've
heard the Striker is pretty good.
Yeah, that
telling me.
It's looking like Striker SMG in my opinion. The other one's okay. It's just kind of it gets a little.
It's just not as powerful.
Yeah, it's
like
I don't know.
It's kind of like the Scorpion versus like the MSMC kind of deal.
Okay.
If I had to compare anything.
Yeah, I think I actually heard the. No, I don't know who said it. I can't tell you that. But I heard someone saying that on.
I haven't heard
it.
I just have the opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you did. I'm just pretty sure I heard something along those lines, like they related it to some BO2 guns or something. But I could be wrong. Again, like I said, I don't know who said it, but I've heard something like that.
But yeah. So with you not having played it, I assume you're pretty excited to get into it.
Yeah,
you can this weekend.
I'm pretty. Yeah. Friday night. I think it's going to be us playing it all night, as far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to play a little Thursday night, not as much as I am planning to this weekend, but Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, and then probably Sunday.
Get some streams in, so we can make us playing the beta a video for the week after. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it as a trio, seeing how, we'll get to play High Rise, which is also going to be interesting. Yeah, that.
I haven't played that map before.
Yeah, High Rise is going to be interesting. I doubt it's going to be comp, but we'll see how it plays.
I'm going to be honest. If I've ever played High Rise, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I have, just when I was really young, but I probably don't know what I was doing on it at all. So
I didn't play that game.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't remember. I mean, if I did, it was at a friend's house for sure.
Right.
It was at a friend's house. So, like, I mean, I'm not sure. These are old games, and
yeah,
people these days are like, oh, I remember this, when half the audience is like 18 years old, trying to say they remember playing this game. Like,
they do not.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't mind them redoing the maps because honestly, I've never played any of them, so it's like, okay, cool.
I mean, I think even the OGs are excited about that.
All the
at least the potential of it.
All the dads are excited they get to play on their old maps, but now they got to play against the demons, so that's probably not as exciting for them.
Yeah. COD these days, man.
It's a sweaty endeavor. I don't think you can just say I'm gonna hop on the COD today and expect to shoot back.
To be honest, I think COD's at a good place, but I also think it kind of ruined the casual experience of my experience, my joy of it.
Yeah, I can't just load into a map and not be like, yeah. If I'm not top of the leaderboard or close, I'm getting pissy. You know, like for sure. My sister, I told you my younger sister plays a little bit, and I've talked to her about it, like playing with us and ranked and stuff. And she's like, she always tells me, she's like, I would, but I know how serious you take it. And she was like, I just don't take it that serious. I love playing the game, and I've never, like, she's dropping wisdom on me, and she's like 12. Well, I mean, to be fair, we are a little intense as far as ranked play goes, but at the same time, we're not. It's more like on the surface. Like we're intense because we like winning, but as soon as we load into the lobby, it's like, all right, whatever. For the most part, and especially now that we're not competing every week.
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
I agree, but like, she's seen the past results, and me just like sitting at my freaking, like, we've lost like 4 or 5 games in a row, and I'm just sitting staring off into the fucking distance. Like, golly, bro.
Yes. The circle of life.
What are we fucking? And she just knows, she's looking at me like, do you want to fucking yell? And I just look over at him like, I'll hurt you. Don't say shit.
I don't know.
I know, that's why I'm like, damn, okay. I wish I could go back to that and feel like she had, because I'm just telling you how I feel at the end of it. But like, I feel like I can't enjoy it unless I'm fucking dominating.
Right. Well, that's
in some capacity.
And like, I don't know. I don't think I could. I would. It's not like I could go back or anything like that. It's just like straight up, just how I view anything I'm doing for most of the. Like, it used to be baseball. Now it's Call of Duty. It's whatever I'm doing. I need to be doing it the best. So it's not like it's anything I could go back on. It's just like a mindset I have. I don't think I would ever play a game and not be like this. So,
unfortunately, you burned.
Yeah.
I will say I have had a negative influence on Mark when it comes to.
Yeah. I mean, once you understand the different levels, you can't go down to the next level and feel like, okay.
No, you can't.
Like, I used to pub stomp, but now it's like, it's different.
I completely agree. But like, I've watched this girl go literally like 3 for 12 in an S&D and be okay with it. Like, I'm like, if I'm going 3 for 12, bro, I'm fucking
sweating.
pulling my hair out, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we played enough ranked. Yeah, it's when I go 3 and 12, because I'm not even on the mic when we're loading back in the lobby. I'm pacing in my living room.
Yeah.
Like, trying not to punch anything. I'm
about to throw my shit off the fucking 2nd story balcony, buddy. I'm fucking heated, and she's just as calm as can be, and she's just like, I'm like, are you good? And she's like, yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm like,
how do you? Who are you? How are you having fun right now?
when I'm like that, I get to the point where I'm like almost like depressed, but like I'll also be like to where it's like, gosh, because my mindset is like a learning mindset still, just from my computing days. So I'm like, where did I mess up?
Yeah.
Where did whoever else mess up as well? It's like
Yeah, if I have a really bad night, I'm on bots like the next day beforehand because I'm just like, I can't have another bad night. It's just not how I.
I agree. Like I'm like everybody has bad days, but like fuck, if I know I had a terrible day, I'm like, fuck, I sit there and watch VOD, even though it's not like we're doing anything special. We're playing ranked.
Watching the stream back and
there
pissed.
watching my shit. Yeah, and I'm like, and then I look at myself and I'm like, I just want to smack myself. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Do I think I'm simp? Like, what am I trying?
Did I go brain dead? Like,
yeah, like, am I? Like, I'll be trying shit Shotzi and them do, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, I know I'm not Shotzi. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just looking at myself. I'm like, might as well draw a clown on my face, because fuck me. Shit. But it's how we are now. It's at the end of the day, we always enjoy it. I mean, obviously to a certain extent, we enjoy it because we get on it every year.
I was gonna say, I think it's an enjoyment of competing more than the enjoyment of just the game itself, and that's like what changes at that point. And like I said, you don't expect everyone to be like that, but like for us, it's okay to get angry at the game because we like the process of it all. It's the people we hang out like. But us three stay together, but like then the other people we kind of pull in, it's the same. They're the same like us. We never really hang out with just people who are like, fuck it, you know, it is what it is, whatever. Yeah, it's just a game.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's a game.
Yeah,
this gonna make me better, man.
Tell me that fucking again. I'll fucking throw you out the goddamn window, buddy. Don't. Tell me that. I'm fucking in this, buddy.
And see how, and just tell you it's just a game.
Tell me that, bro. I hate that shit, bro. It's not just a game. Like, in a sense, it's not just a game, bro. It's like, in a way, like, we put a lot of time and effort into playing these games. Yeah. Like, think about how many, just for this year, don't even think about other years. Think about how many hours we fucking put in just playing MW2. And that shit.
And not even liking the game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine a COD we enjoy.
Oh, I know.
We put in so many fucking hours. It's not just a fucking, at the end of the day, it's not a fucking game. Like, whether we're competing or not, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's not just a fucking game anymore.
Yeah.
When you put that much effort and that much time aside for it. So I see your point all the way. And I agree with us. So
I hope
fuck
so.
you if you tell me it's just a game.
Down. Never tell Breach it's just a game.
Bro, I'll throw you out the God. I could rant on that for hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
At least told me that multiple times over the years, and I'm like, I look at them, I'm like, you better shut up. Oh yeah.
You got any final beta thoughts before we wrap it up with some would you rather's?
No, not really. Mark's played a lot more.
Yeah,
looks pretty badass.
Oh yeah, I probably have some. I'm getting close to the max amount of hours you should play a beta for. I thought it was live again today, and I was very disappointed because I didn't get to play much yesterday or Sunday because I was doing homework. But we'll play this weekend, and then if we have any more thoughts, we'll talk about it next week. Of course. All right, let's do would you rather's. We'll only do like one or two. I don't know. Depends. I gotta look at the time. Would you rather watch nothing but Hallmark Christmas movies or horror movies?
horror movies.
Oof.
It's gonna be
I don't
a
get
tough
scared.
one for.
Like I
It's
don't
gonna be
get
a tough
scared.
one for. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for Mark because Mark hates
I
scary
can't
movies.
do scary
And
movies.
I feel like you hate Hallmark Christmas movies too.
I hate
but,
Hallmark
like-
anything, yeah. But
Yeah,
but Christmas,
like,
I
I
like
don't know.
Christmas though. So I think I could compromise that. Like I'd rather just be like in a state of mind-numbing Hallmark Christmas movie than terrified all the time. You know, so I might
Hear
have to
me
go
out now.
Christmas.
Hear me
Build
out.
immunity.
I'm don't get me wrong, I love horror movies. But I also love the feeling you get after a nice Christmas movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
just
know
feel-
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're like, let me go get some hot cocoa, eat a cookie, you know, maybe go for a walk.
Bro,
You feel
bro,
great.
let me smile at the fucking world for a second.
Right.
Like shit. Like you just feel good. So I'm gonna go Hallmark movies just because of the after feeling though.
Yeah. Instead of
feel
like
solid.
hearing a door creak and you like start tweaking immediately. Like I hate that
I don't
feeling.
know.
Yeah, or death.
Yes.
Like I don't know if this is incomprehensible to Mark, but I end up like laughing at the fucking horror movies. Like I laugh at the horror movies and I laugh at the people around me watching them.
CeeJ hasn't been seeing his therapist
I was
again.
gonna
Mark.
say, CeeJ,
Like-
you might want to look up what that means because that can't mean a good thing. You know what I mean? You know, I'd be a little worried.
I just don't. It's
We're
like,
here
Of
for you. CeeJ.
sociopathic tendencies, and it's like laughing at horror movies. First one, I'll be like, "Oh
Bro,
boy,
it's all
watch
that-
out!"
Y'all gotta see a horror movie
Oh.
together, and you just see CeeJ at the end of the fucking row.
See, just smiling.
Just laughing. Bro, I get
Yeah,
freaked out.
Those like creepy ass smiling at the horror movie. Guys just getting gruesomely murdered. You're just like
you guys just
turn to
like,
look.
I use one of my.
God.
I try using my Pennywise voice.
Like you know the Grinch smile, like where
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
up his face. Yeah, it gives us that Grinch
That's like
smile, bro. Like creepy, bro. Oh my god, hold me, Mark.
Oh,
You don't know what I look like too, so I'm like,
all right, since it's October, we'll keep it spooky. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Bro, I got hands. I'm throwing them with some ghosts, bro. Not
I don't
a
know.
week, bro, in the forest. I couldn't make it in the forest.
Nah, like the time is what's really getting me because normally I'd be like, I'm not in the forest, but a week, like, whew, I don't think I could
Yeah, like,
survive a
like-
week. Like one night, I could just like get
Yeah,
in a
like,
corner
I
with
can-
like
I-
something sharp and just wait for a ghost. I just wouldn't. But like you could just look. You could just choose not to sleep for one night, as opposed to like a forest. It's a whole week.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it, but
Yeah, like, and here's my thing. There's a lot of factors that play into the forest one. Like,
mhm.
first of all, do you get items going into the forest? Do you like
Let's say that.
do you okay, then yeah, that definitely not, because then you gotta hunt for your food too. Do you know if you have to pick the forest where you get to go in? Do you know the fucking forest? Like
Right.
shit, like there's so
Are there
many
bears?
freaking
Like-
factors.
Right.
Yeah, like I mean, I just like I couldn't like I feel like even in a haunted house, I feel like I could make a night.
Yeah, not,
Like,
like I
just,
said,
like,
you just
anyway.
stay on alert and just sit around. Morning, bye.
Sit in a corner camp, bro.
Right. I'm corner camping. I'm snaking
Bro,
on the couch.
trust,
Ghosts ain't hitting shit
bro,
if I'm
trust me,
snaking.
I'm pulling out my combat axe and fucking setting them back 50, bro. Like,
Ghost gets set back.
I'm fucking,
Set back the cat, bro. That's crazy.
bro,
I
I'm
might have to
fucking,
go with the force.
You're going with the
Damn, you're
forest?
wild.
That's wild, yeah. As
Yeah.
somebody that hates
7
scary
weeks,
things,
bro.
if I'm choosing the haunted house,
a week, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure I could do it if I had to, but like,
yeah, but given the choice, I mean,
a week, bro.
I'm like,
Just-
that
And
should
then a
be-
haunted house, like there's so many variables in this one. I don't know. Like but like on a,
think of the,
on
like,
a just
poster
a time
guys who, like,
basis, a demon or something like that. Like that's
Shit. Don't.
damn.
They start pulling you across down into the basement.
I'm gonna assume it's a pussy ghost, bro. And I'm
Casper bitch ass in there. Yeah.
fucking start bullying the ghost, bro.
Yeah, I had a joke to go with that, but I can't say it. I want to be allowed in the process.
Just be like, you shit on him by snaking him, and you're like dog shit.
Teabagging the ghost.
Starts on holy water.
dropping 40 on your fucking head, brother. Holy shit. My KD's through the roof right now. You're not even holding down the hard point, brother.
Would it be considered a kill?
Oh, dude, good point. Is he a kill, bro? Like,
he just spawns back in, I guess.
Right.
Where's like the
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still fucking them up.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I guess I'm still picking the day. Just it's just one day. Or one night. Week. I'm not doing that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think we're good to wrap because my Discord's being laggy, so I don't know why. You guys have any final thoughts? Okay.
Much right now.
Yeah. Kissy, smoochy, smoochy. See you next time.
He was supposed to wait, but yeah, fair enough. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. If you're on our audio platforms, you can check us out at Villains Gaming Official on YouTube or at Villains Gaming on Twitter and see our nice new fancy logo. Thank you guys for listening or watching the podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.